My name's Francine Austin, and I've owned Delamere with my husband Shane Holloway for almost 18 years now. Delamere Vineyard is a vineyard in the north of Tasmania in the Pipers River area. We make predominantly traditional method sparkling wine. We think about sustainability in terms of environment, social and economic. So we started using the carbon emissions platform really as part of the Vin Zero program, which is the Wine Tasmania sustainability program. Measuring your carbon footprint is incredibly complicated, and there's so much crossover with all the suppliers that you use. To have a platform where we could put in the details of our business and it did all of the back of house calculations and estimations. It had its own system for coming up with a reasonable number of what the carbon production might be, was just a game changer for us, because it means we can then get on with the job of focusing on the different actions, the different elements that we can engage in to make a meaningful difference. Probably one of the most valuable things about the carbon emissions platform is how easy it is to use. And the system just requires you to put those numbers in. There's a couple of simple calculations, and then you've just got a carbon emissions number. It's so simple and easy to use. As a small business, there are budgetary constraints. Cash flow is always an issue. So when we're doing something that's about the environmental impact in particular and environmental sustainability, we need to have a bit of science behind knowing that it is a worthwhile activity and that it really will make a difference. And having that simple measurement is a great way to focus that. Measuring our carbon footprint has been really valuable for informing what practices we engage in. It helped us identify where the biggest areas are that we're producing carbon.
We have a sustainability program here in Tasmania that we operate for our members, and part of that had a carbon emissions module, and we were getting plenty of feedback around people wanted to do more about carbon emissions. Consumers are worried that our members aren't looking after their carbon emissions. So we looked for something that was easy to measure, gave out a report that was suitable for consumers, and also put in place carbon emission reduction activity. What it was going to do was able to focus our small businesses on activities that they were able to make a small impact on. Working with our partners on the carbon management platform, we were able to install quite an easy measurement system that gave good enough statistics. And then the big part of it was emissions reduction activities. And we were able to install into the carbon management platform the Wine Australia carbon emissions roadmap activities, so that there were wine-specific activities that our members could undertake to truly reduce their emissions. The good thing about the carbon management platform is it gives great feedback to the user. So they're able to put in all their metrics, they understand where their carbon emissions are coming from in their business. They're then able to put in place activities that will reduce those carbon emissions and actually probably save them money.